What's up, guys? We're Win Wealth. Today we're going to be talking about how to land an interview. All right, so in order to land an interview, there are a few things that you have to be aware of. One, you obviously have to be somewhat qualified for this job. But let's say that you're a person that doesn't have a lot of experience, but you're still trying to get this great job that you're interviewing for. There's a few things that you can do in order to sweeten the deal, in order for the owner to actually give you a shot.
What's the first recommendation you have for people who are having an interview the next day? What should they do?
Okay, so definitely I'm going to first start and talk about your appearance. So make sure that you're dressing for the job that you want. Make sure that you don't overdress. However, you don't want to outshine the person that's interviewing you, but you want to look as good as possible. Make sure that you brush your teeth, you are groomed, get a haircut, dress nice, you smell good. Don't wear too much cologne. This is important because yes, they're going to judge you by your appearance. No, they can't judge you by your race or your gender or how much you weigh or whatever, anything like that, your disability. But they are going to look at you and see how you conduct yourself. And your appearance is one way that you conduct yourself. Do you look professional? Do you look like a thug? Do you look like a lazy person?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't groom yourself, if you don't brush your teeth, they might think that you're a lazy person, that you're not going to be fit for a job that requires you to be there on time.
Yeah, and especially when it comes to interviews, first impressions are extremely important. The first vibe they get when they see you. It's
Right.
like how it kicks off the interview, whether you're going to get the job or not. Obviously, it's not 100% that, but it's super important, for sure.
Yeah.
What's something else you recommend? How you should conduct yourself when the interview is asking you questions? What do you think?
Yeah, in order to answer these questions that they're going to ask you correctly, you just need to kind of assume the questions they're going to ask you the night before. So if you're going into a job for being a server, like in the food industry, they're going to ask you, have you ever been a server before?
Yeah.
Stuff like this. So you kind of can just practice and have these answers pre-made in your head before you even get there. So if they're going to ask you, are you able to work 40 hours? Then you need to know the answer to that. You don't want to be like, let me think about it. If they say something like, will you be able to work early mornings? You have to have an answer for that. So anything that they're going to ask you that you assume that they're going to ask you, they might throw you curveballs.
You need to be prepared.
Right.
For just the general questions that, every interviewer asks. You need to have the answer like a snap decision, boom. You know exactly
Right.
what I'm going to say.
Exactly. Be
With
prepared.
full confidence, Confidence is also important, right?
Right. That actually does bring up a point. You want to be confident. You don't want to be nervous the whole time. And in order to be confident, when you're coming from a place of, you don't have the experience, you don't necessarily have the skills for this job, is to know that there's a million jobs out there. This isn't going to be your last job. Trust me, you're probably going to have 10 jobs after this, and you're always going to be advancing. You're going to completely change careers. So just don't have so much dependence on the outcome of this interview. Relax and know that this is not the best job that there ever was. And also, don't forget to negotiate on your behalf too. So if they say, well, this job only pays minimum wage, make sure that you are prepared with an answer. Well, I actually was hoping for something along the lines of this. So don't be too nervous. I know that's easier said than done, but just realize deep down, this will not be your last job.
I like what you're saying about, don't put too much pressure on the outcome of the meeting, because just anything, if you're too needy, you're actually hurting yourself more. Like they always say, you have to want it and you'll be successful. It's really the opposite most of the time. You have to be okay with not having it and have it as a goal, and you'll actually be more successful coming in to it with that kind of mindset. It's okay if I don't get it. I want it. I'm gonna dress up. I'm gonna answer the questions correctly, but I don't care about the outcome. I don't care if I get the job or not. And you'll actually most likely get the job if you come in with that kind of mindset.
Right. And another trick, if let's say you don't have a lot of experience in the field that you're applying for, you can always say this. I one time actually applied to be a server at a restaurant, and I had no serving experience. I've never worked in a restaurant. I've only had one job before that, and that was coaching, so that didn't even apply to the industry whatsoever. And the man asks me, why would I hire you if you don't have any experience in the restaurant business? And I flipped the script and I said, hey, I know I don't have any experience in the restaurant business, but that actually works to your advantage because you can train me how to work at your restaurant the exact way you want, and I don't have any predisposition, I don't have any bad habits from other jobs and other people teaching me, so I'm gonna do exactly what you want and how you would do it. It's gonna be much easier to train me because I don't have all these bad habits, I don't do things a certain way, I'm gonna do them your way. And he ate it up. I got the job. It was an extremely bad idea though because I didn't know anything about serving, so it was hard. But I got the job. So that's kind of one trick to, coming from a place of not having the skills and the experience.
That's very smart.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're WinWealth. Make sure you like this video, comment below, visit our website, winwealthchannel.com, and we'll see you next time. Keep winning.